My friend and fellow Valley Toastmaster Virginia DeMarco has been a Toastmaster since 2015, and she joined Toastmasters to control her nervousness. She also now is a member of Endless Opportunities, which she joined in 2023 and also became their mentor. She is proud to be part of clubs that have a history of achieving presidents distinguished in Toastmasters. Virginia has been voted Outstanding Member of the Year twice for Valley and once for Endless Opportunities. She also received Area Director of the Year in 2023-24. This year, in 2025, Virginia completed her DTM program and also was named District 12 Toastmaster of the Year. She believes that there is no limit you can achieve on your Toastmaster journey. Help me welcome Virginia DeMarco.
Thank you. Is this clip on? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
I just,
on the table.
I don't want to carry it, but no, I don't have a pocket. I'll just stand here. I'll just stand here.
Okay.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Tonight, I want to tell you that I am a Valley girl.
Valley.
Not San Fernando Valley, Cala Mesa and Yucaipa Valley. I belong to Valley Toastmasters, and we are the club that rocks. Yes, we are, aren't we, Suzanne? And there are a few of us on the Zoom there. Tonight, I want to share a little bit of the history about Valley Toastmasters, and I also want to tell you why we think it is important to be President's Distinguished and about why our club is special. I want to start out with the history. I don't know a lot about it because I've only been in the club for 10 years, but Valley was actually chartered in 1984. But I believe that part of our history is why we are special. And I want to tell you that that is because of the people that are in Valley. While we have had a lot of members come and go, just like any club, about half of our club are members for a long time, like Tom mentioned. They've been there for a very long time, much longer than I've been there. And I think that that gives us some stability. I feel that when we have those experienced members, it gives us an anchor. We are stable, and we're not going to let that ship go afloat, are we? We're going to keep it on course to get to President's Distinguished. And that is why those seasoned members are so important to us. We also have members that are very experienced at leadership. We have our Suzanne Leonard here, who was a district director a few years ago. We also have Rick Danzy, a past international director. In our club of 20 right now, we have 7 members that have achieved the Distinguished Toastmaster member. And we're proud of that too, because that means that we are doing things right, that we are all achievers. We are all going to help each other get there. We're going to help each other get to President's Distinguished. We are a team. Our meetings, I think our meetings are fun. They are structured, but not so formal to not allow some fun. We do like to recognize our members of their achievements through pins. We give out ribbons at every meeting, and we also recognize people with certificates. And I think that is also important because it encourages our members to continue on their pathway projects and get those completed and entered into the system. I also think that because we have those experienced members, that it's really important to mentor new members. As soon as they come into our club, they are assigned a mentor or they can choose a mentor. And I think that really does help with our goals, our goal setting. I also think that our agenda, the way we have our agenda that John Reese created for us over 10 years ago, is a 6-week agenda. And I think that helps us to not fail. We know way ahead when we are scheduled for a role, and I believe that that is really helpful in our club at getting us towards that President's Distinguished. I must confess that Valley Toastmasters has had a lot of challenges, especially after COVID, but clubs all over the world had challenges, didn't they? We did meet at Bob's Big Boy in Calamasa, but after COVID, Bob's Big Boy did not reopen. Off we went to Redlands, to a restaurant in Redlands, and we were there for 3 years. We built up our membership to 28 members. It was great. Then the restaurant closed. We went further to 2 more restaurants that had so many challenges that we just couldn't deal with it. And we made the decision to move back to Calamasa. We lost some members, quite a few members, because the traffic, as you know, from Redlands to Calamasa on the 10 freeway is very challenging. And we were sorry to lose those members, but we carried on. And being in Calamasa, that is now Sammy's Cafe, has been a good move for us. But last March, we were down to 13 members. We were really in trouble. We had six levels to finish before the June 30th. But we didn't give up. And you know why? Because we have been distinguished 19 years in a row, and it was 18 at that time. And by golly, we were going to make it to 19. And this year we'll make it to 20 because we will not fail. We have that determination. But I wanted to tell you that we did have a plan, and I won't share all of the details of that right now, but we can talk about it later. But there were 3 things that we had to do. We had to revisit the club success plan. We had to create a team that was dedicated to excellence. That's what it took. But then there was a secret ingredient that we added. Can anyone guess what that secret ingredient might be? It's the love of Toastmasters. Valley Toastmasters has a love for Toastmasters, and that was our secret ingredient. I want to tell you, sum it up in our last member, 20th member last year, said this. She was deciding between 2 clubs. She said, I want to join Valley Toastmasters because when I walk into Valley Toastmasters, it feels like a big hug. She felt the love that we had. So I want to give you a challenge that when you have your members in your club and prospective members coming in, please let them feel the love that you have for Toastmasters, because it is that love that is going to get all of us to President's Distinguished. And come visit Valley anytime you're welcome on Thursday nights, 6:30 to 8. Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Virginia. You have 20 members I saw today. That's amazing. How did you go from 13 to 20 in under these difficult circumstances? And unmute. There you are. Okay, good.
We had everyone doing their best. Actually, I had to do a high performance leadership project, and I took it on as getting Valley to President's Distinguished, we had a team. Suzanne called so many of our past members, made personal phone calls to them to see if they would like to be reinstated. She did get one member. There was a possibility of several others, but they haven't joined yet. I was able to get my son-in-law. I said, "You are joining. You're not waiting till June 30th. You're going before." I asked 2 people in my bunco group, and I got 2 people from my meditation group. And then I asked Teresa, who's on Zoom, to invite another mutual friend. And so literally we had those 6 members, and the 7th one was the one I told you about that was deciding between the 2 clubs. And she felt the big hug, and so she chose Valley Toastmasters. But it was a whole team getting out there, asking. And our motto now is every meeting is an open house. And we are still working on that. But it was hard work.
Thank you, Virginia. I love, that's a lesson for all of us. Every meeting is an open house. And isn't that the truth? And I also think that you have a great tagline. The club, everywhere we used to go, the club that rocks, the club that rocks. You know, we all know that about Valley, so that's great. I'm glad you're still rocking. So Virginia, on your part, what's next? Tell us your plans. What are you going to, is Valley, hey, you only need 11 more members to do what Esther's doing. What's the plans for Valley?
The plans for, oh, I better use this. The plans for Valley. We would like to be Smedley distinguished. We need 5 more members at least. One thing that we concentrate on is a speech history of each of our members so that we know who is going to be completing those levels of pathways. Teresa is our secretary, Teresa St. Clair on Zoom. She's the one I said, this is what we need, and she produced it when we were in trouble. Now we know exactly where everyone is. Of course, we know that also if you go into your profile in my clubs, you can also see everything that everyone does. And I thank Lois Sicking for telling me where to do that. And that's our plan. And we also have been doing more of getting together, even outside of Toastmasters. We had our 2nd annual Christmas party, but before that, the Valley Toastmasters didn't really get together, did they, Suzanne? We are trying to do more of that because with Toastmasters, well, they are the friendliest people. Do you know that? Toastmasters are the friendliest doggone people I've ever met, and they all want to help you. I think it's important for us to build that, as several of you have said that. Esther said that. Just having fun with each other, building our club, because we know the difference that it makes in people's lives. We are all changed because of Toastmasters, and we want to share that with other people. Back to you,
Okay.
Michael.
Thank you, Virginia. Now, Tom.
I want to interrupt real quick because, and this probably many of us in this audience will say the same thing. When we go to district conferences, go to district events, go to contests, if someone asks me which club of all the clubs in the district is the most enthusiastic, it's always Valley Toastmasters that comes to my mind because they are excited about being wherever they are together.